Fairy Tale Friday. Skizarella. Skizarella sat amid the muck and filth of her rundown Alabama shithole, stalking the internet for something banal and off-topic to post to her favorite news groups. When she came across a post about a fancy ball hosted by Prince Stang which all the ladies were attending, she extracted her hefty finger from deep within her nostril, examined her findings, and made up her mind to attend, just because I haven't been invited, and I seem unwanted and nobody likes to deal with me, and I don't have a job and am an absurdly gyrating blob who attempts to force my inarticulate and uninteresting blah 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 on everyone doesn't mean I can be kept from attending this party. Good luck with it, she gurgled, and paused to pick off a crusty piece of rice-a-rani that had dried to her favorite zebra applique sweatshirt. The San Francisco treat, she mumbled, eating it. A fancy ball is no place to wear your everyday purple tarp, so Skizarella flung wide the doors of her closet and stared at the mess of shit within. One pair of khaki pants from her brief employment at Papa Don's, 4 sizes too small, and stained with pizza sauce. 7 frayed and dingy veils, holes rotted through the mouth area, as if from a chemical burn. One potato sack from her days as a dancing potato in the supermarket, which bore the words Idaho's Best in red block letters across the middle. Nothing seemed right. Suddenly Jesus appeared, and the strains of kung fu fighting filled the room. I see that you are in need of help, Skizarella, he said. I love all of my father's creatures. Blessed are the pathetic, for they shall inherit a bride, and with a wave of his magic wand he transformed a turnip into a coach and the scuttling cockroaches that darted around on the sticky linoleum into horses and a blow-up love doll into a coachman. Shazam, screamed the Lord, and did some of his favorite dance moves. What about my clothes, wailed Skizarella. WHO is going to provide me with new clothes. She winced at the recollection of the last time someone had given her new clothes, the painful embarrassment of the handcuffs and the cold leather seat of the police car under her naked buttocks. Well, damn, said Jesus. Blessed are the pains in my ass, for they shall inherit a stunning new wardrobe, and with a waggle of his fingers her stained and wretched purple tarp was transformed into a glittering ball gown, and the crusted mat of her hair was transformed into a full head helmet with goggles and a dark tint. What about my body odor, Skizarella griped, but even the Son of Man could do nothing about that. So she set out in her turnip coach, driven by Mr. Moldival, her enchanted coachman, and eventually she rolled up on the ball. Prince Stang and his men in waiting were at the gate when she arrived. She tumbled out of her turnip coach, clumped up to the prince, and said, well, I see it is time for that party again, and I'm here for that party, and I have a blues tape by Eric Clapton, but somebody's going to have to pay the entrance fee for me, because I don't have benefits, because Mexicans took my job from good hard-working American people who don't have time to be printing out their own job applications. I mean, if you're into that kind of waste of time, maybe you should try watching The View. There's a recipe on there for tuna noodle casserole, but you can replace the tuna with noodles and the noodles with mashed potatoes, and that's just as good as long as it's not soupy. Good luck with that. But Prince Stang could only shake his head sadly. You missed the bowl, Skizarella. It ended a week ago. How long did it take you to get here from Alabama by horse-drawn carriage? And why are your horses so small and scuttly? Skizarella went wild with rage. She flailed and thrashed so violently that she staggered out into the road, where she was run over and killed by a car full of Amish girls on their way to Atlantic City. Buzzards picked her to pieces, and the next heavy rainfall washed her bones into the gutter. The end. Happy Friday, everyone.